Kids Yoga. So Luke, we will have a horse in our sequence today. And Adi, I hear that you like to collect all the animals and put them around your yoga mat, so have fun with that. And let's see, who else? Malia. I hope you enjoy this yoga practice as well out in California. And maybe Evie and Wyatt will be joining us as well from Cleveland. So let's have a little fun. We're gonna start in a hippo pose. So we're gonna lay down and let our forehead reach the ground and our hands come back by our feet. And we just begin to breathe like a hippo in the water, trying to be very still and quiet. Just enjoying and feeling that water around you like a hippo in the river with all your friends around. And we're just relaxing with the sun on our backs. Enjoying that cool river water and the sounds of the birds around you. Breathing deep and full. And then breathing deep and full as you exhale. Getting into the rhythm of hippo breath. Long and slow and deep. Being really still and quiet in the river. Hippos are very powerful with their big jaws and their big teeth, but they're very still and quiet. And this hippo is inspiration for the journey that cat and cow will come to. So first of all, we're going to start on our hands and knees, taking cat and cow. So cat and cow's last adventure has prompted them to desire another adventure. So cat and cow are sitting, talking with one another, and this time cow says, I want to go on an adventure. Cat, last time you picked the adventure, and we went up the mountain and made new friends with the turtle. I want to go. I want to take us on an adventure. And Cat said, sure, I'll go. Why not? Sounds like fun. So they sat down at the kitchen table, coming to tabletop pose, extending your spine long, reaching through the top of the head. And they talked about what adventure they might go on and where they might go. And the cat suggested one place, and cow reminded Cat, this is my turn to pick. This is my adventure this time. And Cat said, I'm sorry, cow. Of course. Where would you like to pick? And cow said, it's going to be a surprise. And Cat said, okay. I like surprises. So the cat and the cow kept talking, coming up away from the table and moving back into cat and cow conversation. And the cow said, come with me, Cat. And the cat scampered along. And they went to a field where they saw a horse. Reaching your feet out, your knees over your feet, and your arms up in the air. And cow said, is the horse coming with us? And cat said, no, silly, we're riding the horse. And cow said, I'm awful big to ride a horse. And the horse said, yes. That cow is really big. Maybe the cow should walk, and the horse will ride the cat. We'll bring our hands down to our knees, and we'll walk the shoulders back and forth as the horse is walking along the trail, with the cat sitting proudly on the back of the horse, planning the next steps of the adventure. And cow becomes more and more curious with each step of the horse. And the horse comes to stillness, and the cat jumps off, and the cow follows the cat, and the cat says, let's get onto a boat. So they both climb onto this boat. Reach your arms out to the sides and your legs up. And cow is on a big boat, and cat gets on a little boat. And the cow rows the big boat, and the cat rows the little boat. So we'll take our arms out to the side, like we're gonna row the boat. Take our arms back to the center, take our arms over to the side. Come back through center, and then we go down to cat's boat and help cat. Come to the side, come to the center, come to the side. And then we land back on the land. And what does cat and cow see first? They see just a tree, just a simple tree, standing on one leg. Take the other foot up and bring it in to your thigh. You can have your arms up to the side to help balance. And they look up in the tree, and what do they see? What does cat and cow see in the tree? They see an eagle. So we're going to crisscross our arms, wrap your hands together, and then bend one knee and cross the other knee over. What do they see? They see a giant eagle resting in the tree. The eagle is looking to the left and looking to the right, scanning the horizon, seeing if the eagle can find some lunch. Inhale, come back up. Take tree on the other side. So they look across the other trees. What do they see? They see another eagle. Wrap that leg around, wrap the other arm under. And the two eagles are talking to each other. They're making noises and songs, flapping their wings, telling each other where they can go to find some food, where they can find lunch today. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold over. Cat and cow, look around. Step your feet hip distance apart. And we'll just wrap our hands around our forearms. And we'll begin to sway left and right. So what do they see? Cat and cow. After leaving the eagles in the tree, they see an elephant lumbering by. They see its trunk swaying. They hear its soft feet touching the ground. For such a big animal, it's so quiet until it wraps its trunk around a tree. It pulls the branches off, eating the leaves off the tree. And cat says to cow, "Where are we?" And cow says, "You just wait. You'll have more clues. You saw the harpy eagle. You see the elephant in the forest. What else would help you know where we are?" We'll come down onto our shins, hands on our knees, and we'll come to lion pose. Open your mouth and roar. Rah! 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 Cat sees the lion and says, "I think I know where we are. I think I know, but I'm not totally sure." Then we'll come down onto our bellies. And cat and cow see a river. And they jump into the river and they start swimming. Reach your arms and your legs up off the ground. And they're moving their arms and they're moving their legs and they're swimming through the river. And then what do they come up to see but a crocodile? Hands under your shoulders, or elbows under your shoulders, hands extended. And they see the crocodile. And they get a little scared because they were just in the water. So we'll come to another version of crocodile, a big crocodile. Plank pose, curling the toes under, reaching through the top of the head, reaching through your heels. And they get a little nervous when they see the big crocodile because they know they were just swimming in that water. And they know they were really lucky that the crocodile wasn't so hungry, that the crocodile was hungry for fish. And it didn't know what a cat and a cow were. Walk those feet up to the hands. Cat and cow look up. They hear the trees rustling above them. Put your left hand under your left toes. Lift your toes up and slide your hand underneath. And fold forward. Cat and cow scan the treetops. They see the trees moving and the leaves moving, but they can't tell what's in the trees. And they get very still and quiet and they look. And what do they see? They see monkeys and gorillas moving through the treetops with graceful ease, hanging from one hand and then swinging out, grabbing another tree, moving so quickly, moving so gracefully, moving so high above cat and cow. And cat and cow walk, 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 and they come to the sea. Come to dolphin pose. Bring your hands under, be on your forearms, and lift your hips up like in down dog. And they see dolphins moving through the water. And they see pink dolphins, they see gray dolphins. They see bottlenose dolphins, all moving and jumping and playing. And they want to go back in the water, but they remember there were crocodiles in that water. And they decide, maybe we won't go there. Maybe we'll just stay on the land and enjoy watching the dolphins from the land. And then Cat and Cow walk a little more, and they see a beautiful butterfly. Come to your seat and bring your feet together. And let your knees come out. And they see this butterfly flapping its wings, dancing in the sunlight, flitting to and fro, going to the flowers and collecting nectar, pollinating the flowers so that the flowers can grow, but mostly going there to have a snack of the sweet nectar. Good. And then let's come back to tabletop pose. Cat and Cow find friends and they go have dinner with them at their table. Cat telling stories and Cow telling stories. Both of them telling stories about their adventures. And then we'll curl our toes under, come up to a down dog. And they see wild dogs running. Not stray dogs, wild dogs. Dogs that naturally live outside and run and live in packs and bark and eat small animals. And they see this pack of wild dogs running through, and they weren't even scared. They just watched them and saw how beautiful they were, all communicating together with yelps and barks. We'll walk those feet in, dog feet to dog hands. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And it's becoming nighttime. Cat and Cow look out, and what do they see? They see all these stars in the sky, coming to star pose, reaching your arms out and reaching out through your head, through your feet, pressing down. And they see hundreds of stars. Cat says to Cow, I see so many more stars than I see at home. And Cow said to Cat, all I see are stars. It's just a blanket of white. And they look over to one side, and they see even more stars. And they come back looking straight up, and they look over the other side and see even more stars in the sky. Coming back up, and they see how beautiful it is, how beautiful this planet is and this place that they are. We'll come back down, folding forward, making another elephant, swaying left and right. And see one more big mama elephant walking through the bush. And they see all the little elephants, and medium-sized elephants, and even other big elephants following this mama elephant. And they realize that this isn't their home. That this was a beautiful place to come and see and experience, but it's time for them to go home. So they go back to the boat. And what do they see sitting on their boat but a big frog? A big frog on Cow's boat and a little frog on Cat's boat. And they say hello to the frog. And they asked the frog if the frog wants to come back to their home with them. And the frog said, I'm curious, and maybe one day I'll come visit you. But this is my home. This is where I live. I have my food, I have shelter, I have my friends. This is my home. I can't leave my home. And the Cat and the Cow say, we understand. We left our homes for our adventure, but now we would like to go back. We miss our home as well. So one frog hops off the boat, the other frog hops off the boat. They wave their little frog hands at Cat and Cow. Coming back to our cat-cow. Cat and Cow bid their farewells. They remember the lions and the elephants, the gorillas and the monkeys, even the beautiful butterfly. When they go back onto their boat, Cat clomping up onto the big boat and begins to row away from the shore. Cat pose, Cat is not far behind. Cat's in the little boat, and Cat begins to row, catching up with Cow. And they both row and row and row and row. And they see home, they see land, and they slow their boats down. And their boat comes up to the shore. And Cat and Cow feel this beautiful thing in their heart. They feel home. They've come back. to a place that they know, a place they have friends and relatives, a place that's familiar to them, and they come home to themselves. They feel joy in their hearts. They feel happy for having had their adventure and happy for being home. They close their eyes as they come back to their house. They take a breath in through their nose and they smell what home smells like. They reach out for the door and they feel what home feels like. And they step inside and they know they're home. So we'll take just a few breaths with our eyes closed, just feeling what it's like to be at home. And then we'll roll over and come up to our seat. So Luke and Matthew and Adi and Malia and Wyatt and Evie, I hope you enjoyed your yoga practice today. Namaste. Bye, kiddos.